Welcome to McKenzie Lake Disc Golf Course. My name is Ryan, and I'm both a resident of McKenzie Lake and the co-designer of this course. Really excited to show you a brand new way to enjoy the course. If you're not familiar with the sport of disc golf, it's played just like golf, except instead we use discs. There are different discs for different shots, and thought we would take you on a tour of the course today. So as you can see, we've just passed the tennis courts, coming up to the beach volleyball court, and maybe we'll just take a real quick look at the course map. Feel free to pause it here if you would like. This video is going to be updated in 2026. We're making a few minor changes to the course, but thought we could just do a quick tour of the course today, starting with hole 1, 86-foot par 3. As you can see, the basket's just tucked in between those two trees. I recommend trying to follow the flight of the drone here. Either, in this case, we're going to go right of the trees, but the other option, I guess, would be going left of the trees and trying to kind of hook your disc in towards the basket. Every hole on this course is a par 3. They are nice and short. Moving over now to hole 2, 94 feet. This one is probably a little bit more uphill than it looks. The first 6 holes of this course are something I like to call the quick 6. They were designed with families and kids in mind. When you're at the beach for a day, you can come over, take a quick break, come throw 6 holes. These first 6 are very approachable, a lot of fun to throw. Hole 3, 116-foot par 3. This one just kind of comes down a little bit to the right here. I guess the one sort of main obstacle are these branches straight ahead of us. So if you can kind of get around those, you can kind of come in at this green. And this hole is a little bit downhill, so it is going to play a little bit shorter. If we walk onto the corner here, here's par 4, or hole 4, 126 foot, one main tree in the way, and I recommend, if you can see that arrow to the right. I highly recommend, there's like a window there for a right-hand backhand. It's a great way to come through to hole number 4. Walking past the volleyball courts, we come up to hole number 5, 129 foot. This is a great hole to practice seeing if you can get a nice straight flight out of the disc. These trees are nice obstacles, but they don't really get too much into your way. Coming down to hole number 5. And on the other side of the little practice tennis area is hole number 6, coming straight back pretty much to hole number 1. You can see it on the right there is the tee for hole number 1. But this is a great little fairway again, nice little hole just to kind of practice your throws, and just a really nice little 6 holes to come out, try out the sport, have a little bit of fun. It doesn't take too long, and we were really intentional in trying to keep you in sort of the front little area of the park here. All right, carrying on now, hole 7 will have us moving over just sort of between the basketball court and the little gazebo there. So this one here is almost like a tunnel shot. Definitely more open on the left side if you can keep the disc pretty straight, but it is sloping right to left a little bit, so you'll kind of want to keep that in mind as well. And while I said the first 6 holes are kind of like the quick 6, holes 7 and 8 aren't too tricky either. I would say it's around hole 9 that things start to get more challenging. As you can see, I've got a little arrow on the right side. You could go around these trees, but in my experiences, kind of going straight up at the basket, kind of following again the flight of the drone, is a pretty good way to approach this hole. You can see right there's an arrow pointing for hole 9, so if you follow that arrow, you'll come right over here. This is a tricky hole right here. The pathway and left of the pathway is considered out of bounds, so you would get 1 meter in from the pathway from where the disc went out. We're trying to encourage people to keep their discs up here on this fairway because there are holes down the bottom of the hill there, which we're going to try to deter people from throwing down to, just from a safety standpoint. On the right side here, you can see these kind of branches hanging down. I've actually found that if you can kind of crash into those branches, it often punches you out, and you are left with the dream scenario of a birdie putt. Hole 10, 165-foot par 3. This is one of my favorites on the whole course, probably. Love the way this just has a nice kind of golf feel to it. You've got to kind of get around this little gap here, but you've also got some low-hanging branches that can add some nice challenge to this hole, and then it kind of opens back up to the green here. And I believe this hole, we give you a little bit of extra perspective. Yeah, so just to the left side there, you can kind of see the tee looking, we're kind of looking back up the fairway, and directly behind the camera right now is where you would find the larger playground at the park, just to give you some bearings here. Hole 11, 125-foot. This one is challenging. You've got two choices. I like to take the high line. I think it's the way the drone's going to fly here, but there is a forehand sort of like skip shot up the hill. But yeah, this is I think the easier way to approach this shot. Quite a protected green, but once you get through here, lots of open air once you come in. And again, I don't know if the drone fully shows the slope of this green. Definitely been fallen victim to the McKenzie Lake roller. This one here, 97 feet, straight uphill. You got some branches hanging down, almost acting like curtains above, and then you really want to try to get up and over these shrubs here. This is a really technical hole, and if you can manage to get through that gap, the green for hole 12 tends to slope away towards that little maintenance building and trees back there, so you really want to try to be soft with your landing. Hole 13, if you've been in this park and you've ever been to this top section here where these rocks are, really beautiful spot looking down sort of over the whole park. This hole plays a lot shorter given that it is downhill. You've got some branches hanging out right there that we're just passing, and lots of slope to this fairway that, again, you really want to try to make sure you land your disc in a flat way so that you don't get any rollaways. A bit of a walk back to hole 14. Hole 14 does share a tee with hole 10, just to kind of help give you some perspective there. And this one here, again, it's a great hole to practice kind of going straight up at this basket. Again, I think you can see the slope of the fairway here, but angle control and getting that disc to land where it doesn't catch an edge and roll back down towards the fence is crucial here. But another beautiful hole. Love this park, so well maintained, and to be able to utilize parts of this park that don't often get used is just a fantastic use, and hope you guys can get out and enjoy it. All right, we are, this one here, I would call this a natural hyzer shot, which means you're going to kind of aim at this deciduous tree on the right and then let your disc kind of fade back towards the basket. This is a shared hole with hole number 3. We have 6 holes on the course that are shared, 16 here, 142 foot coming down the hill, and again, because it is downhill, it is playing shorter than that number. And this basket is shared with hole number 4. So anyone playing hole 4 would be coming in from the right side here, so you can keep an eye out for that. But you want to try to stay out of those trees behind the basket. They can be a little nasty to get in there and try to play your shot from. Hole 17, very similar to hole 5, and again, we are sharing the tee with hole 5. And again, if you can kind of take the widest gap in the trees here, I think that's always the best play. And coming straight down with a right hand backhand and letting that disc kind of fade just past this last tree here, coming in at the basket is your best option. Hole 18, so now we're actually on the left side of that tennis practice area, and it is not marked yet, but I will be making markings for a mandatory fairway on this hole, basically following this pathway here, because to the right of these 2 trees on the right that we're just about to pass, this one and the one that we're passing now, is hole 6. So this basket is another one that's shared, And for safety reasons, we want to try to encourage you to kind of follow the line of the fairway. Really want to say thank you to McKenzie Lake community, as well as the viewers for taking a minute to watch this. It showcases the park so well, and all the maintenance efforts that go into this park. It's just beautiful to see, and yeah, hopefully you can get out and try the sport. Don't hesitate to ask at the security office there. They do have some discs that you can borrow. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully you can get out and enjoy some disc golf.